Hi, I'm Tobin. I'm from White Plains, New York, which is about 40 minutes out of New York City. I am a generative music artist and a generative visuals artist as of this past summer. My background's almost entirely in music, but I just recently got into visuals and programming in C++ and in Touch Designer. And I just recently picked up Unreal Engine and will be using that in this new project, interfacing with Max MSP to create a real-time score, which I will record and use as the project. This is the foundation of the project that I'm building. It is a particle system that is run on the GPU. This is all like brand new to me. This is my first real experiment with using a game engine as something that could be used creatively and for art. So it is all in the built-in particle handler called Niagara. The reason why I decided to do it in Unreal as opposed to something that I have experience in is because this grant actually afforded me the opportunity to branch out and do a little bit more, get a few more licenses for some more specific things that I've been always wanting to try. So I've used a couple of assets I made in Houdini and ported them into here. The project is several thousand, if not a million particles floating through space, illuminated by the floor and by the ceiling. It's titled Burdens specifically because I wanted to make a piece about the difficulty that is maintaining relationships during quarantine and throughout the pandemic. It's a massive cloud of particles with all of them rather indifferent from each other. So in my mind, it was representing like all of these different people in their revolving social circles, still trying to maintain contact with one another, but having to also maintain a sense of physical distance, and the idea of keeping connections alive without literally being able to see the connections, and just the massive emotional tax that is keeping in touch with friends and family and just going through changes and seeing people moving away and life changing radically throughout the pandemic that's now lasted a year. And it will be interfacing directly with Max MSP, which is essentially just a way for software to send numbers to other software. And so it will be using particle positions to make a real-time composition to kind of score what's being seen on screen and to give every particle a sense of voice and a sense of humanity.